for search and destroy. Well, we've seen that being played previously. And we know how Changeworld at some point makes the tricks of moving from point to point when they are on the attacker side. But let's focus more on Hardpoint, Callie, because this will be something interesting if the Huntsmen will be able to play along how the Changeworld have been switching their tactics. And this is a time that everything that has been planned by both teams will be shown in this game.
Now here we go, first match of today's group stage, day 3. It's Huntsmen versus Changeworld as we move into the first hardpoint. You see the teams battling for that power position right early off the get-go, and it's going to be Huntsmen actually taking over the white warehouse, and there it goes, Crush, already 2 kills in the game, off to a great start.
Off to a great start indeed, because of that white warehouse being a power position for the team to be able to hold that first hill, and that is one thing they need to focus. Derp right now also on this tower, so they have power position already, but not so much on the points and getting on the hill. 30 seconds remaining, but the battle on the floor, on the ground is happening. Fu and Emo was able to take down Derp as well, but Spur on the other hand taking down Emo. Fu right now trying to chase them down on auto repair shop, but a 1v2 will take down Crush at this point.
I still love back and forth matchup here in this map number 1, but you obviously would want to have the next hardpoint rotation, and Kai will be there setting up early, getting a huge 2 kills in here for Changeworld. And now that they are in here, they get the favorable spawns, and Huntsman will have to break 4 seconds set before moving to new. Crush will be the first one in on the front line. He gets 1. Now this guy's crushing it already inside the game, leading the game in lobbies in terms of kills. 6 already for this guy, and they are about to execute the pinch here with Derp leading the front man, and there it is. They are able to create the break just in time. The hardpoint opens up. It's 18 and 15. The game is still close, but look at that setup from Huntsmen. They are prime in position to get a money hill in here.
Yeah, definitely they need to make that position, but unfortunately for Mechanical Skills, 2 has been taken down already by the south of Command Center, and the rest will need to hold this off. This guy, a number 3 Crush right now, needs to step in that and step on that hill for the longest time, because the rest of the teams have spawned from the farthest region of this map, and it is a chase by the rest of the teams right now. This is Changeworld going and trying to go for the kill, but Esper for that hit, but it is now left with 15 seconds, and I think it is about time for the Huntsman to let go of that hill and head over to the white warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, Changeworld fell for the bait there. You know, they prioritized the scrap time at that P2, and now they are off to that Narnia. They are spawning so far deep into that hardpoint. And now, this is the perfect time for Huntsmen to make sure they secure more of the angles here, but Kai is going to stop that. Now they are on the push here in multi-angles. They're going up front to the back trailers. M4 will be there to get 1, and now they're able to find a way to actually bully out Huntsmen outside of the point, but there's going to be reinforcements made in here now, as Fur will be in right at the back. Well, Zen will be taking care of the players at the front, and now here comes the Purifier. This is going to be very useful for this team as they try to break the point, and there it is, Huntsmen. Perfect play right now from Zen.
Yes, Zen right now is able to clear that as the rest of the teams just follow through and take this white warehouse. We still have a lot more, almost half of that minute left, and the points is now pouring in for the Huntsmen at this point. Preparation on the other side to go in onto the next hill is being made by Changeworld, but I think that is a little bit too late, because this is a good turnaround from the Huntsmen right now. Frags has been done, and the spawns has been flipped, but it has been flipped to the favor of Changeworld. It's up to the Huntsmen right now to take that and recover that next hill to their favor to continue on the tall of points that they're getting at this point.
Yeah, Derp needs to be the space creator in here for Huntsmen. You know, that's shot creator in that long-range engagement. But for now, it's going to be Zen on that close-range engagement, winning 1 player in there. But they still don't have the spawns in here. So it's kind of a 50-50 battle in here for Huntsmen to actually try to break this point because of how well Changeworld has stratified their defense inside. But finally, we do see some contest in here. M4 brings out the Predator missile, cuts 2 players down, and that would be more than enough for this team to be able to make sure that they are inside that point. But Crush will make things a little bit more difficult, getting that huge 2 kills in there. It is going to follow up with even more. Crush right now is having a bounce back after suffering a day 1 loss back to back.
Well, here comes the Goliath being pulled in, but no one has been taken out just yet. But in the corner, it is difficult for them to beat that Goliath. But there you have it. We have Emo in there taking down a Crush into that battle. Now, as we see, the scores right now hitting that 100 mark. It is a good momentum from the Huntsman. It is M4 who has not been making that good push and break into the hill, and all the covers and all the bases has been covered right now by the Huntsman. The same thing on the other side for Changeworld. So it's up to them to win the mechanical skill, the gunfights at this point to take over this hill as it counts down to 45 seconds.
Now, wasted usage by Changeworld on that XS1 Goliath, called in too late, and it got taken care of the moment it spawned and it was used. And now Huntsman is in a very good position once again to be in here and win the gunfights. Crush on the power position. He's going to get one more in there, being the bane right now of Changeworld. For some odd reason, they are not really able to get that power position because of the way Huntsman has been playing around the area. And with that being said, Kai here will continue to push up now for Changeworld, but he's going to get taken down in here. Once again, the back and forth trades right to the P1 is going to be very important in here. But one thing more than likely that we are seeing is Changeworld actually stepping into this point. So now they are cutting down that lead one at a time, slowly but surely. They are calm and collected after all. And the bad thing here is they don't have that spawn, by the way, for that P2. So Huntsman is going to be here with a good solid setup, and it's all down to Kai here to be the front man and try to create some space here for Changeworld to attack.
Yeah, attack they will do. Arthur right now is moving in, trying to clear the path for the rest of the team so that they will not be contested. But Crush was able to take him man down. But the spawns is still favorable for the Huntsman. No matter what approach Changeworld is doing, they are being cut short, and it is the work of Arthur to break this hill. 30 seconds left, and they will be able to catch up to the points right now. Hopefully, the Huntsman will not be giving up onto this hill, because that is a lot of time and a lot of points lost. Spur right now going in for that push, but M4 takes him down, and with that Purifier has taken another life. The same as Crush. Naughty right now taking an M4 in this battle, but as we can see right now, it is down to 20 points, and the lead that Huntsman has been caught up by Changeworld.
And not a bad spot for Changeworld either. You know, they got the scrap time there. Now they are off to a good position here at the speed 3. And now Arthur brings out that Fred, gets a huge 2 kills, and Fu will not be able to follow up though. But still, they are locked and loaded inside that hill. And now it's all down to Huntsmen. How well are they going to time that operator skills to make them bully out Changeworld inside this point? For now, they're trying to slow it down. They're gonna send out one player one more time in here at the back tailers, but they eventually get taken care of. So Changeworld in a prime position to take the lead, and with Kylie leading the charge in here, might be more than just enough for this team to finally be able to be in the front. And the Huntsman continues to struggle in here despite that great start here at the mid-game. They're trying to find a way to attack, but they can't seem to back them up here. But the contest comes through it. They're trying to win the gunfights and enter inside. They are successful.
One key point that the Huntsman really needs to do right now for more success is to not let go of that hill prematurely, because that is where points has been gathered by Changeworld, and being raiding the tactics of Huntsman at this point has turned around the tables against them. So we'll have to find out how the Huntsman will be able to do the adjustment, because so far the Changeworld is making those adjustments and making it to their favor, back to almost 20 points in the lead. It is Huntsman right now taking over this hill, and the kills is also going in as planned, so that the spawns will be triggered against Changeworld, and Derp will be taken down in there by Emo from above, but Emo needs to be taken down. Spur in there with a Purifier gameplay, as well as Fu, and Spur will need to make this hold despite of how long they have in this hill. They need to make it work. They need to reach at least the 200 mark for them to be comfortable, but this time it is Changeworld who take that hill.
Yeah, not really sure why Huntsman continues to barge their head inside a point without even having the spawns in their favor. And that's the main reason why they weren't really able to score a lot of more points in here. And they kept barging their heads in, and that would be able to give Changeworld a chance to actually speed up their operating skills moving into this third reset of the Hardpoint that we are currently going to have. Right now, Huntsmen, they do have that 50-point lead to make up for what they've been doing at the P4, but still, you see it here. Changeworld finally winning some gunfights. Looking at that kill feed, and Emo will be in at the back, will get shot down, but this is going to be a huge fight at that battle for the trailer. Kai will be able to take down Spur, so moving into P1, they will be having the spawn advantage, and not only that, they will be able to get the power position at M4, timing this Purifier down and correct. I mean, now they are slowly decreasing that lead, but can they be able to take that lead back? Because right now, Huntsmen looking to be very aggressive, keep sending players one at a time over and over again inside of P1, but they just can't seem to find any success off of that.
Yeah, they need to get that push and break into that hill because it's time. If I'm not mistaken, it has been that P1 being taken all the way by Changeworld, and Huntsman wasn't able to get that hit on that hill because of the loss that they have for the White Warehouse. So they need to focus on getting in a power position on this P2 so that they can maintain the lead that they have. Otherwise, Changeworld will be changing it and turning tables against them. Kai right now for aggressive push, but Nachi on the other side. But M4 follow-up, that is what we're talking about. The follow-up gameplay that Changeworld has been doing is lacking from the Huntsman. Thus, it is more successful in breaking the hill for Changeworld.
Yeah, solid setup so far by Changeworld in here. Got into that hard point right before it opens up, and now they are soaking in the time. They have now taken the lead, and Kai would be able to get one player in there. Looking to duck one more down, and there it is. There's going to be placed a lot of burn in here with that Purifier, and Huntsman continues to fail the break. They only attack in only one angle, so this is going to be easier for Changeworld to actually funnel them down and take them out. And now, as we move inside the hill, final contest here by Huntsman. If they fail, this is going to be over. Dirk gets shot down, and Huntsman needs two more players to attack in multi-angle, and that's going to be number 4 in Crush going around the back, and now they will be able to contest, and they take one player down in there, all down to Emo, but Crush gets shut down, but Nachi will be there at the corner to win the fight, and Huntsman still very much alive inside this game, but they are actually in a bad position in here. Yes, they have the scrap time, but it's Changeworld that have the power position in the next hill, but they pulling out Changeworld. And now another XS1 Goliath will be called in by Changeworld in here, and Fu will be able to be around the back. The Huntsman needs to stay alive inside the hill. They do so, and now we are on the late game. This could be the final hill.
Late game final hill, but the Goliath is on the way. Emo right now trying to rush in, but it's not enough for 3 members to hold that Goliath, plus the backup that it has in there. There goes the step in. Emo right now just crushing everyone, but Crush and Dirt was trying to take that hole with only 10 seconds, 11 seconds left. They need to make this work, but no, it is still heading towards favor of Changeworld. Nachi right now changing the situation. 19 seconds, good chance for them to go for the overtake, and it is now change again for Changeworld. The trade back of this team. 3, 2, 1, and Changeworld takes a win in this hard-fought Hardpoint.
What a comeback made there from Changeworld, and do remember, we said that they are calm, cool, and collected. That's when going to mess up your psyche in here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they are doing well from the start, and we don't want the intro boys to be coming in. You need